What's going on, guys and girls? Thanks for checking back in. I hope if you guys are giggers that you're out there gigging. I hope the DJs, you're out there DJing. And I hope you guys are out there entertaining the people. That's why we watch these channels. So listen, I did a 20-minute video that I wanted to be like an 8 or 9 minute video. So I'm going to do this thing again. I'm going to forget half the stuff I wanted to say. But here's the deal. Over the weekend, we had two gigs. We had a Saturday night and a Friday night, or a Saturday night gig and a Sunday afternoon gig. So at one point during the weekend, I watched a video, okay? Here's a plug here for the Angry Sound Tech, all right? Don't know if you've watched his videos. I still watch his videos before I even started this channel, okay? And I seen that he did a pre-release video on the Yamaha Stagepas 1K Mark II and the Yamaha DXL1K. Now, I thought that was a great idea. So, yes, that kind of prompted me to do this, but I'm giving my own thoughts. But I also want to say, make sure you check out his video. He runs a sound company, it sounds like. I don't know him. He's in a different state. He's, and I'm sure he knows more than me. And he's got some more experience with some higher end stuff than I do. And so, take a listen to him, and that way you can gather your own information. But I'm gonna try to move along quickly here so that this don't turn into 20 minutes again. So I routinely, sometimes daily, sometimes multiple times daily, check into, there's certain live sound forums I go to, and there's certain sites I go to at least once a day. Well, I messed up and I skipped out on like Yamaha Pro Audio for like 2 days. So I totally missed their press release for the Yamaha Stagepas 1K Mark II and the DXL1K. If you're not familiar, there's little upgrades from what I see to the Stagepas 1K Mark II. Little more advertised power, kind of a lot more SPL advertised, 119 to 125. And then there's a couple of different features on the onboard mixer, and I think they'll give you a 4-band EQ through the app. I've downloaded the app. I've checked it out. Looks pretty simple to navigate, and especially for EQ to carve stuff up the way you need it for your sound. The DXL1K, again, a little bit more power. When I say that, we're going from what I see and remember, 1,000 watts from the original unit to 1,100 advertised watts for the new unit. Again, we probably all know by now we're not really concerned with what the wattage is. Okay, we're concerned about clean, usable headroom, and even SPL nowadays. I don't measure it. I don't know how accurate it is. I just know I want stuff to be loud sometimes, and I want it to be clean. All right, so SPL is going from 119 to 125, I think. So anyways. Long story short, in 2019, if I had this channel, I probably would have been doing this video because I was so geeked. I remember being on a camping trip out of town for a week when Yamaha did their presser for the original 1K. So anyways, they got shipped out. I called around. As soon as I found one like over an hour away, jumped in the truck and went and got it home. I think I had it less than 3 or 4 days. But let me tell you the reason why. 170-degree dispersion, I don't think it went that deep. That's what it boils down to. This right here is marketed, I believe, reading in their literature, to cover those wider spaces, okay? If it's not going to cover too deep, it may not be for me. It doesn't mean that it's a bad unit. It just means it may not be for me or our use case. So, Stagepas 1K, Mark II, again, more power, more SPL, which is the good thing. If you're going to get a lot more clean, usable headroom, clean, usable, higher output sound, those are good things. The DXL 1K is basically just 2 channels, plug in, no reverb, no nothing, no app, I don't think, no nothing on that. So basically you're going to be running an outboard mixer if you're doing like live sound stuff. Or DJ, you're going to be using your DJ controller and stuff like that. I think the DXL, which I kind of like because I got the DXRs. I got the DXRs and DXL. DXR. I like that. But DXL1K, I think I'm more interested, even though it's simpler to run one with an onboard mixer, I think I'm more interested in that running it with an outboard mixer. Because it's not too often I'm a eggs all in one basket type of guy. And I'm always in like fail-safe mode to where we go do a gig, especially a special event gig. Like this weekend coming up, we got a special event pig roast at somebody's house. And it's a to-do. It's coming up. And, they're hiring out a tent. Obviously, the pig and everybody invested in stuff. And we got that gig off the backside of an event we did at a community day festival back in May. So that's why we send other videos. Make sure you give 110%. Never know who's watching. But I cannot, in my mind, go to a gig and I've went and checked out their property. I wouldn't use the column arrays without a lot of known throw for this. Matter of fact, I'm not using my DBR10s. I'm going to take my DXR12 MarkIIs to this one. I've checked it out, and I see where we're going to be set up, and I see what the coverage area is, what the throw needs to be. I've been told the approximate people is going to be there, and with the tent. If it's a really windy day, I'm going to want the clean, higher output from the DXR MarkIIs than the DBRs. But anyways, that's where I'm at on the DXL1Ks. I almost would have liked to see that with a 10-inch lower end. Now the 12, keeping with the 12 is going to be great for the DJs. I totally get it, and covering your receptions and stuff like that. So that's cool. Good for you guys if you want more Yamaha gear, man. Seriously. So, but in our use case, vocals, acoustic guitar, most of the time, 10's going to be fine. Heck, you probably get by with it with an 8. We've did DXR 8s as tops before. So probably get by with that. But it is what it is. I think that's where my money would be. I will have to get one in, give it a little break in. I'll do some stuff in here, but I have to get it outside and make sure that sound is carrying enough to cover the majority of the places that we play. And it probably will. The Stagepas 1K original one probably would have. I just got turned off by a couple things. But I've always loved Yamaha gear. Yes, I'm a Yamaha fanboy. You're darn right I am. And it's always been reliable. It's always been great. But I always encourage people to do what's right for you too. Not what I say or not what the next guy says. So I've been saying for like a year, if Eevee would release a 30, an Eevee Evolve 30, not a 30M, get rid of that mixer, sell it $250 cheaper, $300 cheaper without that Dynacord mixer, I'd probably be all over it, to be honest with you. I like an outboard mixer, and I don't like menu diving. I don't care. I don't even own an iPad or one of those little things. I don't even own one. And I don't want to Bluetooth with my phone. I just don't want to. So anyways, like I said, Angry Sound Tech, check out his channel. He did a great video, but I felt I wanted to as well because I have been waiting for something like this. I may get on the pre-order list. I may not. 6 dB of advertised output, if everything is legitimate, I would say that's going to be a substantial increase. A nice, great, usable increase that people are going to, that the users anyways, are going to be able to hear. So that's great. Again, a couple new features. I think a ducker and something else on the 1K Mark II with the mixer on it. And again, I think more functionality in the app. I think for me, if we were running a couple of the 1Ks with a full band, being able to carve up vocals and other instruments and stuff to get them to set in a full mix is one thing. Acoustic duo, 2 vocals, 1 guitar. I'm not worried about it that much. But you know how it is. We can get by with lower end speakers, doing that. So anyways, I think that's it. I'm looking at my DXR12 MarkIIs right here. They're going to go out this weekend. I just made up my mind to cover that show. Still happy with my DBR10s, my DBR12 behind you. I've had DXR 8s, 10s, 12s, 15s, and DXS 15 subs. And ironically, I've sold every one of those pieces to friends. The DBR12s and all the DXR line to friends. So, and now I just want to go with lightweight 10s, so I went with DBR 10s. And for our bigger outdoor shows, the concert park series, stuff like that, where we're running PA, DXR12 MarkIIs, getting the job done. So I think that's it. Leave me your thoughts on what you think about this upgrade. Check the stuff out on Yamaha's site. Again, Yamaha Stagepas 1K Mark II, DXL1K. Tell me what you guys may be interested in, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're interested in what you got or going a different route. You know, I often think, well, the RCF Evox J8, you got the adjustable top there. And, you know, because I was always of the mindset, if that goes down, I could always take our 4-wedge and throw on that pole that comes with the Evox J8. Because we had a couple in for a short time, they were open box. One was a dud, so we sent them back. But that's exactly what I did. I'm like, make sure it's a standard, 35 mil pole, and throw a speaker up on it, and just to be able to, you know, that we don't got to carry speaker stands, but you still got that in case the Evox failed. So, anyways, before I talk in too many circles, what are your thoughts about those, the new release? I may get on the list. I may not. I don't know. What I got's working now. But you know how we are about new gear. That's why manufacturers release new gear. So no matter what, do what's right for you guys. Not what I say, not what the next guy says. Do good shows. Check out the Angry Sound Tech. He released the video first, and I thought it was a great idea. So I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. And be good. God bless you guys. See ya. And watch football when everybody's getting married in the rug. I guess I'll pass on a corn-fed bug.